Good afternoon. Well, this is Ivan Mara. You guys enjoyed my show I made earlier this morning. Yeah. Yeah. I'm making rice. So in a good 25 minutes, I'm gonna go upstairs and check on the rice because I'm making supper today, right? My recipe with my rice and chicken and everything. Yeah, fried rice with chicken. Yeah. Ivan, will your games be popular? Oh yeah. My games will be just as popular as my movie, if not even more popular. I highly doubt the movie will be number one, but the game might even beat out my movie, man, in profit. Obviously, because playing as Ivan in the game in VJ is fucking cool, especially the Gray Escape game. That's gonna be very popular. I think something like 007 First Light, the game that's coming out in March, which Rabbit should be covering, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna cover that game. Yeah, that's a sick game. I saw the demo, amazing game. I hope Rabbit plays that game, but he probably will. Yeah, I'm gonna play that game. Yeah, Rabbit will probably play that game. Yeah, my games will be very popular. My games are also a revolutionary technology. As no game has ever been made for $500 million, $600 million. The most expensive game I think peaked at $200 million. Elden Ring, I heard was made for about $200 million. The Zanzibar I'm making for 500. The Gray Escape I'm making for 600. And the Gray Escape game will be very popular. You start off, you play as a couple, and you have the scenes when me and VJ are in New York. Yeah. Will the Gray Escape be double multiplayer? Yes. You play, one person plays as VJ, one person plays as me, and Keanu's and all of them are CPU characters, obviously, in the game. I think that's a sick game, obviously. Now, these eggs are so good. Yeah, man. I told you guys, if you want to make amazing eggs, fry it with butter or margarine if you want, right? Margarine or butter tastes much better than frying it with oil, right? Wow. Eggs are amazing. So there is a possibility your games will beat out your movie. Oh yeah. There is. The Gray Escape game might beat out my movie. Like that. The Gray Escape game will be very, very popular. Yeah. It's a multiplayer game. You have to play as me and VJ. Or you can do a thing where you can play solo and VJ as a CPU character. But no, for the Gray Escape, I want you to play as both characters. So Rabrad will have to pick a guy to play with for the Gray Escape. I'll have Rabrad play with a guy who he played with for A Way Out, and have that guy play with Rabrad. Pay that guy like $180,000 to do the walkthrough with Rabrad. Yeah, as Rabrad will be my walkthrough star, my company, right? Yeah. How much will you pay him? Well, Rabrad has two options. Either he continues doing YouTube, which he most likely will, and I can pay him like $800K for Zanus and like $860K for the Gray Escape, or he just works for you full time and he quits YouTube, which I don't want him to quit YouTube, and I pay him his millions. That way he can feed his family, obviously. You pay him like 3.5 million for Zadis, and you can give him $1 million raises, 4.5 million for the Great Escape. That way Rabbi can feed his family and live a great life with his family. Obviously. But I don't want Rabbi quitting YouTube, so Rabbi will do his YouTube thing, obviously, as his main job, and he works part-time for me. I can pay him $800K for Zanis. I can pay him like $860K for the Great Escape. Give him a $60,000 raise for the Great Escape. No, give him a $100,000 raise. Pay him $900K for the Great Escape. That's a good deal for him, right? He's like, sign me up, fam. He's like, all right, you're doing a Great Escape game. Kind of like, you know what I'm saying, and you have scenes when you video in New York, you can't find jobs and everything. Yeah, you'll get that like Grand Theft Auto vibe, yeah, Hitman vibe, yeah. He's like, oh my god, he's like, sign me up. I can't wait to be part of that game, Ivan. Because Robert's a game nerd, obviously. He's like, sign me up, fam. He's all excited for the game. Yeah, he's my walkthrough star. Yeah. So he's making good money doing YouTube, and he's making nice side money working for my company. Like it's $800K for Zanus, $900K for the Great Escape, and he makes his $1 million for their unique, obviously. And Robert can work for me as long as he wants until he wants to retire. Chances are he'll probably work for me until he's in his 60s, maybe. Mid-60s. He works for me for like 20 plus years. Obviously, I know he's my walkthrough star. And he'll become world famous, man. Obviously, for the game. Now, what I'll do is when Robert does his walkthrough, I'll put a link to his YouTube channel. That way, I help grow his channel. Even though it won't make much of a difference, he'll get a bit more followers on his YouTube channel. But because he's a side henchman on Now King, he's still a side henchman, but it doesn't hurt to promote his channel, obviously. That way he gets more views, obviously, right? more subscribers. You know. And Robert will get his own office too. He's Ivan. I have my own office. I'm like, yeah, Robert, you have. Here's your small. He has a small little tiny office in the game studio, and he'll be meeting with all the game developers and everything. And when the game is close to launch, I'll fly Brad to Vancouver, and I'll have him play the game a little bit. That way, he gets familiar with the controls and everything. You can do that for Robert, obviously. Yeah, he'll be my walkthrough star. Be featured on the magazines. They're going to interview him too. I'm going to have a game news section too, which is more simple. But they're going to interview Brad. How does it feel to be to be representing Skiv SOURCE games, whatever it is? Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, how does it feel to be the walkthrough star for Ivan and VJ's company? Yeah, it feels good, man. I can't wait to play that game. And hundreds of million people are going to be tuning into his walkthrough, man. It's been crazy. A lot of people will buy the game. A lot of people are also going to watch the game, obviously. Either do both or they do one or the other. Hundreds of millions of fans are going to purchase my game, but a lot of people around the world can't afford games, and the people who don't really care about games are just going to watch Rabbi's walkthrough. I'm personally going to just watch Rabbi's walkthrough, or I might play the game with VG. I don't know, the Great Escape. I don't know, right? Well, the Zanus game the Zanus game will be amazing, but it will not be as good as the Great Escape game. The Great Escape game will be better, man. But the Zanus movie will be better than the Great Escape movie. But the game, the Great Escape will take the edge, man. You're looking at a secret agent game, man. Like, it starts off with me and VJ work in New York. We can't find jobs. Like, you're looking at crazy buzz for that. You play as me and VJ in the game. Looking at a sick game, man. That's why Robert will be hyped. Yeah, I can't wait to play that Great Escape, man. All these car chases and everything. Yeah, man. With his partner, the guy who we did a way out with. On his YouTube channel, yeah, you can have Rabbi work with that guy for the Great Escape game, obviously. But Rabbi's greedy. He might want maybe $2 million. I'm like, no, Rabbi, I'm not paying you $2 million. You get $800K for the walkthrough. That's enough. That's good side money for you. You're already making good money doing YouTube. This is good side money for you and your family, Bradley Colburn. Stop being greedy. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, give him a good deal, Rabbi. He's my walkthrough star, yeah. Yeah, that's why the game might be number one, right? It might even beat up my movies, because the gaming industry is bigger than the movie industry. But I don't think the game will beat out the movie. I think the movie will beat out the game, but there is a possibility the game will even beat out the movie. It'll have even crazier buzz than the movie, perhaps, right? Or just as crazy buzz, right? Yeah. A a lot of people will be hyped to play the Xenos game and the Gray Escape game. Like Johnny Camp, Robert Burnett, well, even those guys, yeah, I want to play that game. I want to play that game. That's fucking sick, man. Playing as Ivan and VJ. Yeah, John might play with Rayora, the Gray Escape. Robert Burnett might play the game with a friend of his. Yeah, it's going to have crazy buzz. The game will have crazy buzz too, man. Yeah. So I'm going to tell VJ, do you want to do games? Yeah, Ivan, let's do games. That's fucking cool. Like, that's glory. Yeah, it's glory, man. And we'll make more money, VJ. We'll make our billions off the game, too. It's a good investment. Yeah. Will Rabbit be featured on magazines? Yeah, he will. Once he signs his mega, I don't know, $800,000 deal for the walkthrough as my walkthrough star, they're gonna interviewers are gonna interview him, and I'll have him featured on a magazine. I can pay Rabbit like $10,000 to be featured in a magazine and get interviewed for all. They interview him on stuff. How does it feel to be like the walkthrough star for the company and everything, to represent the game and everything? It feels good, man. The Rabbit's all excited. Yeah, sign me up, fam. I'm like, yeah, Rabbit, relax, calm down. I know you're excited for my game. Chill, calm down. Because Rabbit's a game nerd, right? He's a nerd. Sign me up, fam. Like, I know, Rabbit, relax, calm down. I know you're excited. As I walk through, start, calm down. I'm saying, calm down, chill. I'm saying, you know. So you will have Rabbit meet with the developers. Yeah, I will. You have to have Rabbit meet with the developers. I'll fly to Vancouver. He meets with the developers and everything, and have him play a little bit of the game. That way, he get a demo of the game. That way, he gets comfortable with the controls and everything. You guys, I'm saying, with the game. Yeah, the Xenos game, the Gray Escape game, all that stuff. You know. Well, John May and all of them want to be a part of your game. Of course they will. If you're doing a game based off your movie, I'm like, yeah, sign us up. We want to be a part of that. Yeah. But the Xenos game, you don't just play as me. The Xenos game, you play as many different characters. You play as me, you play as John May, you play as Yvonne Joje, you play as, yeah. Like, I'll do a thing in the beginning of the game, you play as Takius the First Edris Alba, and you play as young Takius, and sometimes you play as Hasatonius. Now, once we're all older, you have scenes where you play as me, and then you have options like Lord of the Rings where you can play as John Boyega, Jiwoo Hansu, or Yvonne Joje Papari. In the missions, you have those choices, obviously, who you want to play as. I'm also going to have one-on-one online for Xenos, the Xenos game. We got an amazing competitive game. Yeah. The good guys versus the bad guys, obviously. Yeah. You can play as John Boyega. You can play online against people around the world. Yeah, you have one-on-one fights and everything. Something cool. Sword fights and everything. Something fucking cool. Yeah. Promise you. Well, you have one-on-ones for the Gray Escape. No. The Gray Escape, there is no one-on-one. But for Xenos, I'm going to have one-on-ones. But I'll do a thing whereby you could be Tacitonius versus Aratat, but like I'll have the developers put a warning, these characters are a bit too powerful for this character. Your chances of winning is not high. You can do that, obviously. Because I'm going to have the developers program Aratat, Fool, and like Ephesus to be much more powerful than all these other characters. But you only Takius the First and Takius the Second could face Aratat, Fool, and Ephesus. Whereas the other characters, they can face them, but you put the warning that your chances of winning is not high, obviously. But you can have Tacitonians versus Bo, Morale, Cassius versus Morale, Bo. You guys see what I'm saying? Yeah. You do a thing where you can have good guys versus good guys. You could do that. I think it's better to just have the good guys face the bad guys. That's how it works, right? Yeah. Well, Keanu Reeves and all want to be a part of your game. Of course they will. If you're doing a Gray Escape game, I'm like, yeah, Keanu, you want to be a part of that? Yeah, I've been signing up, man. I want to be part of that game, man. How much are you making the game for? Like $600, Keanu Reeves. Holy shit. We're CPU characters. Yeah, you guys are CPU characters. Yeah, sign us up. We want to be a part of that game, and then you'll get paid more money too. I'm paying your millions for it. I'm paying Ben and like Scarlett, they're like 7 million for the game. I'm paying Matt Damon like his 8, and I'm paying Keanu Reeves like his 12, 13, 14 million for the game. They're all going to want to be, yeah, we want to be a part of that game, and it's more money for them anyways, right? That's why their agents, the agents are going to want a piece of the game profits too, but I'm not giving any actor squat for the game profits because I'm already paying them enough money for the movie. I'm not going to have the guys do me, man. But the agents are going to want a piece of the game profits too because they're greedy pigs, those guys, right? Greedy, those guys. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. They're greedy. Yo, I mean, even you and VJ in the game, that's glory. Yeah, the Great Escape will be glory. The game will be glory because you're looking at a relative technology. But yeah, make it for $600 million, and you play as me, VJ, and the characters look like us in the game. And it's Unreal Engine 5 technology, like I showed you with the Matrix, right? It's something unheard of, man. Like, you know, remember that car chase that you guys saw in the Matrix? The Matrix Awakening, whatever it is, the demo I showed you guys like 2 years ago. Think of car chases like that for the Great Escape. Yeah, Rabbi's like, yeah, man, you're looking at something unheard of, man. Unreal Engine 5, I'm like, yeah, Rabbi's man, sign me up. I want to be a part of that game, man, yeah. And Rabbi will be a bit nervous. Or he does the walkthrough because he knows like hundreds of millions of people are tuning into that walkthrough, right? Yeah, he's nervous. Obviously, a little bit nervous. I'm like, Rabbi, just do your thing, man, you'll be fine. And you have to ask Rabbi, do you want to bring your own recording software or do you want me to provide one for you? No, I'll bring my own recording software. Yeah, bring it with you. I'll have the plane pick you up in Atlanta. You can bring your recording software with you, and yeah. And Rabbi only has to record for maybe 2.5, 3 weeks. He gets his check and then he goes back home, obviously. I'll fly him back home to Atlanta. Slack work. It's part-time work, right? Yeah, I only have to work for 3 weeks, edit my videos, record, and I get my $800,000 check for Zane's, I get my $900,000 check for The Great Escape, and I go home. Obviously. And I'll give Rob a gift card for his eating. Or I'll just pay for his eating, and I'll have him stay at a hotel. Have Robert stay at a hotel if you want, at a hotel while he's doing the walkthrough for 3 weeks. Then I'll probably book a buffet restaurant for him during the 3 weeks. He can eat his dinner, his lunch, and his breakfast. Could he bring his kids if he wants? Yeah, if he wants. If Robert wants to bring his kids with him, he can bring his kids with him if he wants, obviously. Or you can just have him just go there without his kids, obviously, right? He's only gone for 2 weeks, so being 3 weeks away from your family is not that big of a deal, right? So it's like, yeah, obviously. He's my walkthrough star. And the games will have crazy buzz, man. The Zane's game will have crazy buzz. And the Great Escape game will have crazy buzz, man. That will have crazy buzz, man. Look at a sick game for that. Whereby John Cameron, Ron Burnett, and a lot of the Hollywood actors are going crazy for the game. Yeah, I want to play that game. Or watch Rabbi's walkthrough. A lot of people will watch Rabbi's walkthrough. A lot of people are also going to play the game. A lot of people are going to do both. Yeah, I'll play the game, not that I'm going to watch Rabbi's walkthrough, because you have two different perspectives. Playing is a different experience than watching, right? They're two different experiences, obviously. Sorry. Give me a sec, guys. I'm going to go upstairs and get my coffee. I'll be back in a sec. We got to show my show. Don't hate them, said. guys, sorry for the wait. Went upstairs to get my coffee. Thought it'd be cool to talk about the game because I never really talk about the game. I always talk about the movie. Thought it'd be cool to talk about the game, right? My games are gonna be very popular, man. My games might even be number one. It might beat up my movies, right? I forgot to put sweetener on this. Give me a second, guys. Put sweetener on that coffee. Alright, will your games be a revolution in technology too? Yes, they will. Obviously. I'll show you the Matrix Awakens clip. The game, the demo that Warner Bros. Did like a couple years ago. I'll show you the demo. Rabbit upload the video on his channel. Think of technology like that. It's Unreal Engine 5 technology. $600 million is unheard of for a game. No game has ever been made with that much money before. The most expensive game I think was Elden Ring, which was $200 million. The Great Escape I'm making for $600 million, man. So the car chase scenes that you guys saw in the Matrix Awakens I showed you guys many years ago, think of car chases like that for the Great Escape. And think of technology like that for the Xenos game too. It's something unheard of. Rabbit's like, yeah, if you make a game for that much money, that's a revolutionization of technology for games too. Yeah, that's why my company blows hot out of the water, man. Obviously. The movie is a revolutionary technology. I'm selling all this amazing merch, and the games are like an unheard of experience when you play it. You're playing as me and Xenos. VJ you don't play as in Xenos. VJ will be a CPU character in Xenos. The woman will be CPU characters in Xenos. They have cutscenes and everything, but you don't play as them. Obviously. But the Great Escape would be playing as me and VJ, man, in the game. With the two leads of the story. It starts off with, you're in Italy, you play as a couple, and eventually you get killed. So the story's fixed, and after that you play as me and VJ in New York. Before we train the company, and then when we train the company, we do all these missions and everything. Yeah, and eventually we're on the run. Rob's like, alright man, sign me up. I can't wait to be part of that game. Unreal Engine 5? I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit. I'm like, Robert, I know, relax, calm down, you nerd. Yeah. Sign me up, fam. I'm like, I know, Robert, calm down, chill. He's a game nerd, right? He's a game nerd, yeah. He's a nerd, honestly, yeah. You guys, I'm sorry. What about for your team, Ivan? Your game team. You can either hire your own team or you just have contractors who work on certain games work on your game. I don't know how it works. Yeah, the people who worked on 007 First Light, Hitman, you can have those guys work on your Great Escape. The people who did Assassin's Creed, some of the guys who did Assassin's Creed and the Lord of the Rings games, you can have those guys work on Xenos. Most likely I'll just have contractors to work on my games. And they'll be working in my building. I'm gonna have a beautiful like game studio building. Yeah, where all the people work, all the departments work, and Rabbit has his own little office in the game studio, and that's where he works and he records the walkthroughs. Yeah. Will it be live? No, it's pre-recorded. I don't know. Live is not fun. No, have it pre-recorded. Rabbit has pre-recorded videos for his channel. I want it pre-recorded. Rabbit records and he edits the videos himself, obviously. And he uploads it on the website, the Sky SOURCE website, and he works for 2.5, 3 weeks. He gets his check, and I fly him back home, obviously. Yeah. When Rabbit signs his contract, when the game guys fly him into the office, I'll take him out to dinner, obviously. You can take Rabbit out to dinner, and you can party it up at your house or your yacht with Rabbit. And some of the and the what I'll do is I'll party up with Rabrad and the art director, the writer. You can party up with Rabrad. Have Rabrad party up with some of the game developers in your one billionaire house or your yacht. And Rabrad gets drunk. Yeah, and he'll guarantee be posting stuff too on his social media. Yeah, guys, I'm heading to Vancouver. You know, say he's bragging because Rabbit knows he's now Ivan's walkthrough star, yeah, for the game. And when the game's about to launch, Rabbit will post stuff on his Instagram and everything. Yeah, guys, I'm about to record this amazing game. You might take a picture of the Zane's game, the Gray Escape game. Yeah, the whole was going crazy for the walkthrough. It was going crazy, man. People will be getting food and beer and all stuff for the walkthrough too, right? The people who are going to watch Rabbit's walkthrough and the people who are going to play it are going to have a blast playing the game, obviously. Yeah. So like the Zane's game, you'll be adding a lot of stuff, of course. For the game, you obviously have to add a lot of stuff that are not in the movie. Obviously. Like for the Lord of the Rings games, they added a lot of stuff that's not in the movie. For the Zane's game, yeah, they'll be adding a lot of stuff in the missions that are not in the movie, obviously. But they follow the DNA of the story, but they're going to be adding a lot of stuff in the game. The Great Escape 2, I'll be adding a lot of stuff that's not in the movie, obviously. But you still follow the DNA of the story, obviously. Like for the Great Escape, I want the story to start off. You play as the couple, but the story's fixed. You eventually get killed, and after that transfer, you have an Affleck and Keanu Reeves on the cutscenes and everything. We need to get a search going and all that stuff. And it starts off with me and BJ in the center or something like that. But I'll be adding stuff in the game to make it more interesting. Like I have an interview, you have to make it on time. You make it on time, you fail the mission. You have to, you know what I'm saying? VJ has an interview, you have to make it on time. You get into a fight at the bar. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Yeah, Rabbit's Eye, man, I can't wait. Especially the Great Escape game. I can't wait for that game, man. Unreal Engine 5, like the Matrix Awakens car chases like that, yeah. Rabbit's like, holy shit, man. He's like, sign me up, fam. I know. He's all excited for the game. Rabbit, chill, relax, calm down. I know you're excited for the game, chill. Calm down, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, will you be releasing the games after the movie? Yeah, most likely. Yeah, because if you want to have cutscenes, because most games based on movies, they have cutscenes from the movies. So if you want to have those cutscenes, you have to release the game after the movie. You can't release it before, otherwise you're going to have spoilers in the movie. Or I might release the game before. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Right? Games are usually released after the movie. Most likely it'll be released after the movies, the games. So after that crazy buzz of the movie, you also have the hype of the game. Now you have the hype of the game coming out. Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's why the agents in Hollywood, they also want a piece of the game money because they know the game will do billions of profit. That's why they might want a piece of the royalties. Like, what about $13 million for Keanu Reeves? And that's like $40 million of the game royalties. I'm like, no, Keanu Reeves gets $13 million for the game. I'm not paying him $40 million of the royalties. He's ripped me off. I'm not gonna have to do me. You guys are getting greedy and you're starting to piss me off. I'm not gonna overpay these guys. How I'm doing, man. They're not the main event, man. Even in the game, they're not the main event, right? Me and Vijay's the main event. No, he hasn't said, yeah. Some because I heard Keanu Reeves made $50 million for Cyberpunk, the game that came out like 5 years ago, whatever, 6 years ago, the game that came out, and you barely even play as him in the game. He's a CPU character. They overpaid him, man. They paid him $50 million to be in the game because Keanu Reeves is such a big name, obviously. That's why they paid him so much money. But for my games, I'm not going to pay Keanu Reeves $50 million. He's ripped me. He's going to affect my budget. Yeah, if you can't afford to pay Keanu Reeves $50 million for the game, because it'll affect your budget, but you can give him the royalties. I have no guys. I'm not giving Keanu Reeves the royalties. I'm not going to have to do like that, man. What I'm paying him is enough for the game. $13 million for the game is a good salary for Keanu Reeves. I'm not paying him any more money. You don't play as him in a game. He's a CPU character. He'll be the villain of the game as Scarlett and all those guys, but they're CPU characters. You don't play as them, and they're in the cutscenes right now. Will you have the game be hard? Yeah, I will. I'm like, yeah, I want you guys to make the game pretty hard. Don't have it be too hard, but make it pretty hard. You have difficulties like hard, normal, easy. Rather than most likely play on normal, right? Because hard is difficult, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, man, Ivan's company balls out of the water, yeah. And all the people who work in the gaming industry will feel like shit too because they can't compete with me and VJ's games, obviously. Because me and VJ are God. Us in the game, playing as us in the game is fucking glory. Yeah, man, I and VJ are fucking unique on when you play as them in a game. The greatest game, we can't compete with that. They don't have the kind of money me and VJ have. You don't forget that, right? All games now are on average are made for 100, 150, $80 million. Because I and VJ can make a game for 500, $600 million. Because they have the keys and they have like unlimited pockets, man. They have deeper pockets than all of us. Yeah, we have deeper pockets than all those guys. Make $50 billion off his name span, $800 million towards the Great Escape is pocket change, and $600 million towards the game is pocket change. For me and VJ, we have bigger pockets than all those guys, right? That's why they all feel like shit. Obviously, all the people who work in the gaming industry are gonna feel like shit too. It's not just the actors and all. You have the people in the gaming industry too. They feel like shit. They can't compete with me and VJ's company, obviously. And me and VJ have our own big like game studio building. We have a recording room where the actors do the recording work. We also have the motion capture room when the actors wear the motion capture technology for the game. That way the characters look like them in the game, right? They wear the motion capture technology. They do their voice recording work for the game. It only take a good maybe month, 3 weeks to a month to do the voice recording work for the game, and they wear the motion capture technology. The game won't take long for the actors, maybe a month and a half of work, and that's it. And they get their check, right? They're about to be on a check right now. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Why, if the actors' agents are really going to push for money for the game, yeah, they will. They'll push for a higher salary, but their main goal they'll try to get a piece of the profits, obviously. The agents want to make more money, obviously. You know, like, what about like 20 million for Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Scott Johansson for the profits? I'm like, no, guys, what I'm paying them is enough. I'm not gonna overpay you guys. Have them too, man. This is enough. I'm not giving you guys a piece of the game profits. I'm already giving you a piece of the film profits. You're not getting a piece of the game profits. But I'll give you a piece of the merch profits, but not the game. I'm sorry, they're not getting any money for the game because I'm already paying them enough. I'm not gonna have those guys do me. Yeah. If you pay Keanu Reeves like $13 million and $50 million of the film project of the game, Ivan, he's ripping you off. Like, he now signed almost like a $280, $300 million deal. He's ripping you off, man. He's not worth that, Keanu Reeves. He's worth around that $200 million. That's how much he's worth for your movie. I'm not gonna have him do me, man. He's not me and BJ. There you go. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Like, what would you call your game division? Probably Skiv SOURCE Gaming Inc. or something like that. Skiv SOURCE Games. Yeah, I'll just call it Skiv SOURCE Games, something like that, right? My game division, right? Yeah. Well, you have game news, Ivan. Yeah, I will, but it'll be more simple. Like, there won't be that much news on the game section. But I will have game news too, where they interview the developers about the game, they talk about the game, to build buzz. When Ravra signs his mega contract as my walkthrough star, they interview him and he's featured on the magazine too as my walkthrough star. The whole world knows, yeah, Ravra is Ivan's walkthrough star for his game company. And Ravra signs that mega like $800,000 deal for Zanus, $900,000 deal for the Gray Escape. That's good part-time money for Ravra, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ravra probably makes around that range doing YouTube, right? Probably makes 700, 800, 900,000, $1 million doing YouTube around there, right? Because he has 13 million plus subscribers. He probably makes around that range, around that 500, 800, $1 million a year doing YouTube. He's like, yeah, Ivan, the amount of money you're paying me for the walkthrough, I make around that from my YouTube, Ivan. So this is good side money for Ravra. Working part-time for me on the side, right? Yeah. He can pay for his kids' school with that money. His kids' college. Buy them a car for their 18th birthday, right? When they turn 18, 19, 20, whatever it is. Yeah, 21 in the States, whatever it is. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, almost there, guys. The Western Gangster game will be sick too. The Hidden Vampire game will be sick too, man. Whereas Their Unique will be the worst game, but Their Unique will be a pretty good game too. Um, Like, what would their ending be like? It'll be something like, um, Until Dawn. Like, you make choices. Yeah, their unique will be something like that. But I'm gonna tell the developers, make it an entertaining romance game where you have hardcore drama. Yeah, Rabbids Guy. I can't wait to play that Their game too, man. You play as me in the game. You play as me and VJ2 in the game. You play as Don and Josh in the game. Like, I'm sick of that. Romance game, but it's dark with drama and everything, right? It's hardcore drama. Yeah, that's also gonna be an amazing game too. After I was like, sign me up. I know, Rabbi, calm down, chill. Calm down, Rabbi. I'm sorry. Rabbi's a nerd when it comes to games, right? He's a nerd, honestly, Rabbi. Make the food and I'm gonna take a shower and enjoy with you guys. Yeah. You know, why do you think the Great Escape game will be better than the Zane Escape? Because secret agent games in a modern time tend to be better than fantasy games. Right? Fantasy games are amazing, but they're not as good as like the secret agent modern time games. You guys see what I'm saying? Yeah, Zayas will be an amazing game too, but it will not be as good as the Great Escape. The Great Escape game will be better because it starts off with you play as me and VJ. We're in New York and everything. It's like watching a movie. The Zane Escape will be amazing too, but the Great Escape will beat it. The game will beat it, but the movie, the Zane's movie will beat the Great Escape movie. But the game, I think the Great Escape will take the cake. It'll be the better game, obviously, by a bit, right? Because you're secret agents playing as me and VJ in the modern times, man. In New York and everything. Like, a sick game, man. You do all these missions. Like, yeah, think 007 First Light on steroids. Hitman on steroids. It's an amazing game. You do all these missions and you play as me and VJ in the game. Will you do a thing where you can play solo? No. For the Great Escape, you have to play multiplayer. Yeah. Will you have the split screen? No. You play multiplayer, but it's one screen. That way it's a better experience. The split screen's a bit distracting, like a way out. It's a bit distracting playing that way. No. Like, it's multiplayer, but like you have a shared screen, obviously. One person plays as VJ, the other person plays as me in the game. We got a sick game, man. All the cutscenes and everything. Look at a sick game. Yeah, that's why the agents and managers want a bigger cut of the game too. No, Ivan, what about like 7 million for Ben Affleck and that's like 20 million of the royalties for the game? I'm like, no, guys, what I'm paying Ben's enough. 7 million for the game contracts enough for Ben. I'm not paying him more money, man. I'm not gonna have these guys dupe me. I'm sorry, I'm already paid him enough for the movie contracts. I'm sorry. Yeah. Because the agents want a bigger paycheck, right? The Hollywood actors, managers, and agents want a bigger paycheck. They know the game will do billions too in profit. That's why they want a bigger cut of the pie. You guys, some Sarah? Yeah. Last one. Yeah. So the game will have crazy buzz. Oh yeah, crazy buzz too, man. We'll be going crazy for the game. Crazy for the walkthrough, and people will be getting food and takeout for Rabbi's walkthrough too. whole world will be watching that, man. And a good chunk of them will be playing the games too. But the people who are gonna watch are gonna get their food, their popcorn, pizza. Yeah, I'm hyped to fucking watch this Zanus game playing as Ivan. Yeah, like it's glory too. Especially the Great Escape. That's gonna be a sick game. It's like watching a movie, man. Yeah. Young Happy Robin and Ray will be going crazy for the game too, man. Jonathan. Yeah, I can't wait to play that game. They're either gonna play it or they're gonna watch it. I can't wait to watch that walkthrough, man. That's like watching a movie, man. Yeah. Like we're in New York and everything. You're looking at a sick game, man. Game will have crazy buzz too, right? Yeah. Will you have red carpet for the game? No. For games, you don't do red carpet for games. Only the movie I have red carpet for that, right? The game, there is no red carpet. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's what me and VJ are gonna be living the life, man. We just like, yeah, Ivan, the game is also glory too, Ivan. Yeah, I know, VJ. Especially the Great Escape. No, Ivan, that's glory, Ivan. Yeah, me and you are gonna be game stars too, VJ. Like you play as us in the game, and the characters look like us, and all these car chases. Yeah, that's been unheard of. Ivan, what will the technology be for the Great Escape? It's Unreal Engine 5. I'll show you the Matrix Awakens clip again. The car chase scene, yeah, think something like that for the technology of my games. Because I'm making it for so much money, man. It's a relative technology too for the games, right? Yeah, it's glory, man. Even the game, yeah, I mean, even the games, that's glory. Yeah, it's glory, man. Fucking glory. Oh, amazing graphics, everything. So you're gonna tell developers, yeah, guys, I want Unreal Engine 5 technology, like making Matrix Awakens. Okay, Ivan, for Zanus, for Their Unique, for the Great Escape. That way, you give the fans a good experience who play the game and who also watch Rabbit's walkthrough. I'm sorry. That's why Rabbit will be so excited and hyped. He's like, sign me up, man. I mean, he'll be trending too. Once he's my chosen walkthrough star. During the 3 weeks when Brad goes to the restaurants and everything, fans are gonna call him to and ask for pictures and everything. He's gonna be trending too because the whole world knows he's my walkthrough star now. He's trending too. And he'll beg too, obviously. After he does things, all right, man, can I do your next game? I'm like, don't worry about it, Rabbit. I'll resign you. Chill. Because he had a blast, obviously. Because he's world famous now. He's my walkthrough star. Oh, Ivan, please, man, can I play your next game? Like, don't worry about it, Rabbit. I'm gonna resign you. Chill. Don't worry about it. He'll beg too, Rabbit. Because he was saved, right? He doesn't want to let behind. Yeah. Will Rabbi care about the game, the other games? Yeah, he will, but like he's mainly hyping about my game. Because playing as Ivan and VJ in a game is glory, man. It's unheard of glory. Yeah. The Great Escape will be even better than Grand Theft Auto because you're playing as me and VJ and I'm gonna tell developers to make the best game ever. You want a long game? Yeah, make like an 18-hour, 20-hour long game. Zanus, make it a 24-hour game, a long game. That way you give the fans a good experience, man. Yeah. What will your technology be for your game? I'll show you guys the Matrix Awakens demo that I showed you guys. Looking at technology like that, even better, because I'm making the Great Escape and Zanus for $500. Zanus I can make for $550. The Great Escape, I'll make it for $600 million. Yeah. No, 500 for Zanus is enough, right? But I'll make the Great Escape for 600, obviously. For $600 million. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. The Matrix Awakens demo they did a couple years ago. Warren did a couple years ago for the gaming department, right? The game is glory too, guys. That's something unheard of. Like John Camper, Robin, Ray Orr, and Jonathan will be going crazy for the game too, man. And they're guaranteed gonna play it, or they're gonna watch the walkthrough, right? Or do both. Yeah, I'm buying that game. I want to play that game. Yeah, I know. I'll go on Robrat's channel. Robrat did Matrix Awakens 4 years ago. This is 2022, right? Oh, the thing keeps popping up, guys. This is really frustrating. Yeah. So Ivan, you want Unreal? Yeah, I want Unreal Engine 5 technology like this game here. The Matrix Awakens demo they did like 4 years ago. Yeah. Okay. I'll show you this clip here. Think of graphics like this, except better for my games. Like, this is Unreal Engine 5 technology, guys.
The hell are you doing back there?
Sorry, I was told this is a sim preparing me to fight the system.
Right on.
Yeah, think of graphics like this, guys, for my game. Yeah, imagine a Gray Escape game like this, guys. Unreal Engine 5, guys, man, yeah.
But whatever you do, stay the hell away from marketing.
Yeah, you see the car chases like this? Yeah, picture car chases like this, guys. Yeah. Gaming experience like this, guys. You hear Rod? Yeah. Think of car chases like this, guys.
I thought for a minute when Keanu Reeves first came out. Oh yeah, I'm going in right now. Hold on. This is
Yeah.
so sick.
Yeah, you see that?
This is like actual.
Yeah, man. Car chases like that, guys. Unreal Engine 5 technology. This is a revolutionary technology for games too, man. That's why my games will be so popular. And the game might even beat out my movie, guys. The game might be more popular than the movie. But you're looking at a gaming experience like this. Unreal Engine 5 technology, guys, experience. And with that amount of money, I can make the game experience like that. Because I'm making the Gray Escape for $600 million. Yeah. I can even make the Gray Escape for more. I can make the Gray Escape for even $700 million. Yeah, I'll put $700 million towards the Gray Escape. That way, it's a better experience. I can make Zane's for $600 million. Obviously, that way you get an unheard of experience like that. Yo, Ivan, that's unheard of. Yeah, think of games like that, guys, for my company, man. That's why the game will have crazy ones too. It might even beat out my movies, right? Yeah, man. It might even beat up my movies. Yeah. And Robert will see what I'm talking about when he plays like the demo of the game, when he gets familiar with the controls and everything. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, this is like Matrix Awakens unheard of experience. I know. He's like, Ivan, sign me up, and I can't wait to play this Gray Escape game. I'm looking at a sick Gray Escape game. Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson, I would see who characters in the game, looking at a sick game. That's why they're all gonna be like, yeah, Ivan, sign us up. We want to be a part of that game. And I'm paying you guys your millions for it, right? But if your agent get greedy, I'm not giving you guys a piece of the royalties. You guys are getting greedy. I'm sorry. A 212, 220 different counties is enough. I'm not going to overpay him and have him dupe me for the contract, man. Yeah. Ivan, what about like 13 million for Keanu Reeves and I like 50 million of the royalties? I'm like, no, guys, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to overpay Keanu Reeves and have him do like that, man. 212, 220 million for Keanu Reeves for his deal is enough. I'm not paying him more money, man. Yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah. Watch out for the greedy Hollywood actors and agents, man. Like, they're greedy. They're gonna try and get a piece of the game money too, but they're greedy, those guys. Like 20 million, 30, 40, 50 million of the profits. I'm like, no, guys. They're not getting squat. They just get their flat salary, their base, and that's it. But I'm giving you millions for the merch. I'm not going to give Keanu Reeves like 50 million for the merch. No, I'll give Keanu Reeves like 13 million, 14 million for the merch profits. And Ben Affleck's got John, you can give him 7, 7.5, 8 million. Matt Damon, you can give him 9. That's enough. Why? What about 20, 40, 50? I'm like, no, guys. I'm not going to overpay these guys having to do me, man. They're not the main event. Yes, they make my movie better. They're also going to make my gaming experience better because they're famous people. Oh my god, Matt Damon's in the game. Keanu Reeves and all of them are in the game as CPU characters. But, like, they're not the main event. Me and VJ are the main event. But they make my game better. They make my movie better. They build more hype and they make my movie better. That's why I'm paying a lot of money. But I'm not going to have these guys do me. Because the A's actors, I'm not going to lie, they do make my movie better. And they build a lot more buzz for the movie because they're famous actors. That's why I'm paying them a lot of money. But if their agents get greedy, I'm not going to have them do me. They're not the main event. I mean, we just the main event, I'm sorry. Watch it live for the greedy Hollywood actors, agents, and managers are greedy. Yeah. John Boyega's agent might want $2 million, maybe. What about $2 million and a nice like $8 million in the profits for John Boyega for the game? I'm like, no. John gets $2 million, and that's it. I'm not paying him royalties for the game. The Zane's game. I'm not gonna have you guys do me. What I'm paying him is enough. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. Avon Joje, all those guys. 1.5 million for Avon Joje is enough for the game. I'm not paying him any more money. What about like 5 million the royalties for Avon Joje? I'm like, no. Avon Joje gets $1.5 million for the game, and that's it. I'm not giving him profits for the game because I'm already giving him profits for the film profits. $5.5 million. He signed like a 16, 17 million deal. That's enough money for Avon Joje. I'm not going to overpay him and have him do me. Sorry. And now you guys understand why Scarces will blow out of the water. Because you have my movie, which blows, the technology blows out of the water. You also have my games, which is Unreal Engine 5 experience, what I just showed you recently. Like, you're looking at gaming, a gaming experience like that, man. It's a revolution of technology. Making the greatest game for $700 million, the game. Making Zane's for $600 million. Looking at unheard of technology for the game, man. Yeah, man. That's why the game went crazy about too. We might even beat up my movie, guys. Yeah. John Camp, Robert Burnett, and Rayo will be going crazy for the game. Oh my god, did you see that game trailer? Holy shit. Like, that's unheard of technology, like what I just showed you, right? Yeah, man, holy shit. I can't wait to play that game or watch Rabbi's walkthrough. That's like a movie. Yeah, it's like a movie experience, the game too, man. Unreal Engine 5, amazing graphics. Unheard of gaming experience, man. And you're playing as me, Luigi in the Great Escape. The Zanus game. Yeah, man. Crazy buzz, man. Unreal Engine 5 technology, guys. That's why Scarces will blow out of the water. And me and Luigi will live in life. Anyways, guys, here's what I hope you guys enjoy the show. It's Abraham signing out. Peace. Peace out, guys. Watch the show after you guys, after I make the food and take a shower. Hope you guys enjoy the show.